What do you guys want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about?
Wow, hello. Welcome to the Wrestling Maniacs live stream. Talk wrestling. We're going to talk wrestling tonight. 2 days away from Royal Rumble. 2 days away, guys. We're not that far off from the Royal Rumble. What's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're just checking out the channel for the first time, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Do all that for me, please. I really appreciate it. Okay? Really appreciate it. We got things to talk. I got a few things to talk about, and I plan to do another stream. I do plan to do another stream on Sunday, also. Okay, on Sunday. To let you all know, I plan to do another stream Sunday. So, welcome to Wrestling Maniac channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Please. I really would appreciate it. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Almost there. I need 97 to go. Help me get there, please. So I can get fully monetized. I'm halfway there. Yes. Halfway to being fully monetized. So help me get there, please. Please. I really appreciate it. You can also follow me on X, Twitter down below. So yeah, do all that. So, okay, man. We're going to be here for how long? I don't know. Got my phone here with me. Okay. Just in case anything pops up. I got my phone here. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. All right. So, man, I was watching AEW yesterday. I do watch AEW. I know most of my content on here is WWE related. Most of my stuff is WWE related. That's because WWE is the bigger brand, and there's a lot more to talk about WWE. But I know that I do talk about AEW too. All right, so I do watch AEW. My channel is not a strict WWE channel. It's a wrestling channel, mostly AEW and a little bit of TNA. Okay, a little bit of TNA and wrestling news outside the world. Okay. Okay. Now you all know. Okay. But so let's talk. Shall we talk? What happened on Dynamite last night? AEW Dynamite. Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, made his AEW Elite debut right after his contract expired. He's free to sign with AEW. All right. This is comfortable sitting like this. I just put my legs up on my bed. Feel comfortable sitting like this. Okay. But the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa, is all elite. All elite. Okay. All elite. Okay. That means he's part of AEW. Okay. Oh, I got enough. Okay. Where AEW? Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. I had to check. Okay. And how did he debut? Well, Mark Briscoe laid out an open challenge for his TNT title, and Tommaso Ciampa answered the bell, the challenge to Mark Briscoe's challenge for the TNT title. Okay? That's what happened here, okay? Okay, Mark Briscoe challenge was answered by the debuting Tommaso Ciampa. And what a reaction it got from the crowd, the audience. Okay. Okay. From the audience. Not just the audience. Okay. The wrestling internet crowd, the internet universe, on internet, on social media, on YouTube. What a reaction it got to Tommaso Ciampa's AEW All Elite. And I think he's going to fit in well. I hope his character is similar to his NXT character, where his NXT character is a killer. His NXT killer when he was fighting Johnny Gargano was a killer, was a menace, was a psychopath, was his heel work in NXT. That character, I'm hoping AEW reestablishes here, because I think he'd be one hell of a talent and a get for AEW if they could go back to the well where similarly to that NXT version of Ciampa, because in the main roster he's been, well, WWE reduced to a tag team with Johnny Gargano, and DIY was one of the hottest things in NXT and one of the hottest things in WWE, the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa feud back in NXT. Well, the team and feud, one of the hottest things among all wrestling in the world. Not just WWE and NXT, like wrestling in general was one of the hottest things. But when they got to the main roster, they got the main roster separately, but they were just reduced to a tag team and not as individuals. And well, it's great seeing DIY. They're great individuals too. Ciampa especially, what him as an individual was just in NXT. It was like, oh yeah, this guy's psychotic. I want to see that in NXT. If I'm NXT, I want to see that in AEW. A psychotic Ciampa. The one that we should have got from NXT. But the main roster didn't do that. The main roster did not do that, obviously. Right? They did not have. It wasn't even close to that Ciampa. Obviously, the main roster version. Right? The main roster version wasn't even close to that Ciampa. It was just a watered down tag team Johnny Gargano, and even Johnny Gargano was watered down. With AEW, they can fix that. Look what they've done with some WWE talent that weren't being fully utilized to their potential on the main roster. Ricochet. Look what they've done with Ricochet. They done tremendous work with Ricochet at 180 now. Probably Ricochet has some. Ricochet definitely has some work in turning around his character. Where AEW let him, WWE probably didn't let him. Look at Bobby Lashley. Yeah, George, what's up? But look at Bobby. Oh, did he sub? You could sub this channel. I don't know if you subbed. How do we get to 1,000? but and you got Bobby Lashley, but I think Bobby Lashley deserves better. Okay, thanks, George. I think Bobby Lashley deserves better too. But look at Swerve Strickland. Definitely AEW has done a tremendous job with him. No doubt about that. Yeah, I need 96 more. I'm trying to get there, man. I'm trying to get there. Okay. They definitely did well with Swerve Strickland for sure. And so Tommaso Ciampa, I hope they're able to bring that back. And there's been some interviews with him how he was looking to leave WWE for a while, and they wouldn't release him from his contract. Right? They wouldn't release him his contract, so he just waited until his contract expired. So it looks like he was never going to sign an extension, and he never got hurt, so they couldn't extend injury time on his current deal. Okay. Oh, I think I spelled his name wrong. Okay. His explanations why he left WWE. I'm gonna read and give you my thoughts. Just one day after WWE quietly moved Ciampa to the alumni section on January 27th, the former NXT champion shocked fans by showing up on the January 28th episode of AEW Dynamite last night. AEW President Tony Khan confirmed the move with the signature All Elite graphic, making Ciampa sign as official. So yeah, he is officially part of AEW, obviously. So Ciampa's part of AEW, guys. Okay. That's official. It's not like he's making a guest appearance here and there. He's officially part of AEW. Okay. So, okay. Where's Red? Where's my buddy Red? Okay. So, okay. But what pushed Ciampa to leave the company he helped build during the black and gold era of NXT? In a new interview with Sports Illustrated, Wick Chino, a psycho killer explained that this wasn't a rash decision. It was something he's been building for a while. So like I said, he's been planning this for a while. This wasn't just out of the blue. He was planning moving on from WWE for a while. So here's the quotes. I'm reading the quotes now from Ciampa. It's something I've been leaning towards for quite some time. I don't know what I can say. I don't know that I can say there's one sole factor that led to it or caused it, Ciampa. I think it's one of those things when your contract is coming in and you naturally have discussions. Okay, so I don't know if he's gonna say it or not. He probably thought like it's being an attack team Johnny Gargano, and not disrespecting any Johnny Gargano. It's being an attack team Johnny Gargano. The is there a lid? Is there a lid on that? Is that as far as you can go? They don't see any future as a singles competitor, something like that. Like maybe he thought, maybe he thinks he could do more than just being a tag team. Maybe he thinks he could break out and do more, be a single star. Not necessarily a main eventer, but somebody who's a mid carder to little upper carder a little bit from time to time. Okay. Maybe he felt like that WWE there was a ceiling that they had for him, and he felt like there's that the ceiling he hasn't reached the ceiling in WWE. Maybe he feels like they think there's a ceiling. They have a ceiling for him, but he believes he doesn't feel the same, doesn't see the same, and maybe he's just waiting. And maybe he thought, WWE is there's nothing for me to do. There's nowhere for me to grow in WWE. They're not gonna let me. They're not gonna let him. Maybe that's what he thought. They're not gonna let him break out. It was to a single star. Maybe he just see him as this on the main roster. I don't know if you would say that 10 years ago, his WWE NXT gimmick, that character wouldn't have been a tag team wrestler. He would not be held to that kind of level where he was in WWE. That character that we saw in NXT was feuding with Braun Breaker, but with John Gargano, that character would not be stuck in tag team. That character would definitely be a dangerous singles wrestler. Okay, definitely a dangerous singles wrestler. I believe he would have been a very dangerous singles wrestler. Okay, a very dangerous singles wrestler. That's what I believe he would have been. But I thought he was one of Triple H's guys. That's the thing. I thought he was one of Triple H's guys too. Okay. Be right back. Okay. And I thought Gargano's one of Triple H's guys, but nope. Like, I don't know if he soured on them. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in NXT were two of the most popular acts at one point. Thing going on. Feud. Team up. Tag team going on. They were legitimately one of the most talked about stories. Stories going on. But Triple H, I guess. Well, because Triple H is the one about Gargano back, right? When Gargano came back to WWE, Triple H is the one that got him back. And Gargano started as a singles wrestler, feuding The Miz and others. Ciampa was aligning himself with The Miz. But that was all Triple H is doing. Okay? That was all Triple H is doing. Okay? Be right back. Be right back. I'm chatting. I'm texting a friend. Okay, there we go. Okay, right? Like Gargano and Ciampa. Yeah, we can admit. I mean, Gargano still in WWE. We can admit Gargano and Ciampa was a flop on the main roster. Was a fail. He didn't do anything with them. They're just kind of a joke of a tag team. Don't know. Really, if there's things was red. Don't know if there's. I don't know if there was even a ceiling for them to do. Like they're being. I know there's a lack of tag teams. Oh, I know. I'm live, baby. I got like a while. I got like some time before watching TNA. I'm gonna try to watch TNA. That's why I got some time between now and then to do this. I'll be live again Sunday. Sunday, I'll be live again, talking about the stuff from the Royal Rumble. Okay, what's up, Red? Okay. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. But Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, Right. Another quote he said in an interview. If I wrestled in the 90s, I want to be part of ECW. Early 2000s, you want to be part of the Ring of Honor. I was lucky they got to do that a little bit in 2010s. I think for me, at least, I wanted to be part of NXT Black Gold. When I look at the landscape of professional wrestling in the 2020s, the answer is AEW, man. That's what I want to be part of. Okay. Oh, I mean, like, why not? What do you don't think they was? You don't think they should have signed him? And his frustrations is WWE. Why he pretty much left. Like I pretty much concluded. There were a lot of times I creative limitations. There was a lot of times I tried, and for one reason or another, over the years in WWE, it just wasn't something I could do. He said, but for Tony Khan and the whole crew just to collaborate the way they did and have open and see the vision, and just allow it to breathe and have a chance. I'm already thinking 6 months helpless ahead of the elevation of the Psycho Killer. So yeah, creative freedom here. He's gonna have a lot more. That AEW. I'm not surprised. AEW. It's nothing new. AEW lets the wrestlers have more creative freedom in their character. They obviously they use the characters that the names they use. Well, AEW doesn't give them names, right? AEW does not give the wrestlers their names. The wrestlers already have the names, right? Ciampa would be awesome and nude, and then you could bring him for. Maybe he just does. Oh, by the way, do you know? By the way, Black and Gold was the shits, man. It was amazing, Black and Gold, right? That was a best NXT era. Best NXT era was Black and Gold, man. That was the best era of NXT. Black and Gold. But by the way, the Evil. Get back. The reason why I believe Evil may end up going WWE, and some people, I don't know if people know this, but some people, there's a reason why I don't think he's going to go to AEW, even though he can. It's still possible, because the reason I'm going to tell you is there's still a possibility. But the reason why I think Evil is going to go to WWE, the main reason is because, well, he wants to be closer to his fiance. And Evil's fiance, well, is Io Sky. I don't think they're married, but I think they're engaged. Well, last time I checked on Wikipedia, he is engaged. Io Sky. Maybe that's why he wants to WWE, to be closer to Io Sky. You know how hard it must be, Io Sky and Evil, to have a relationship when one wrestles in Japan and one wrestles in the States most of the time? I think he wants to be closer to Io Sky. He's probably going to move to the States then. That's the reason why I think Evil is going to go to WWE. Dude, Red, here's what I would have done. I know he tried, but yeah. Well, because he wants to support his wife, right, Red? He wants his fiance. I don't think many people knew that his fiance is Io Sky. I think I remembered a couple years back that he was engaged to Io Sky. I wasn't 100% sure if it was. I knew he was engaged to some wrestler in WWE. I knew it was a Japanese wrestler. I wasn't sure if Io Sky, but it had to be Io Sky because Asuka is married, and Kairi Sane, I think, is married. So I had to make sure it had to be Sky. Then I heard about Evil leaving New Japan, and I go check his Wikipedia. He's engaged to Io Sky. Okay, but if Triple H should not have got. Here's the thing: if Triple H got the entire elite, Kenny Young Bucks, Hammer Squirrel, You do an NWO invasion where the elite just come in and one muck shot over, dude. That's what I would have done. Not NXT. Honestly, I don't think the elite should have showed up in the NXT. But if they were to get the elite, because I know Triple H is trying to get the elite, I knew that. I don't know what's up with Mario Squirrel anymore. I'm pretty sure he's canceled, right? I'm pretty sure he's canceled. Yeah, but the thing is, Red, I think Vince McMahon would have put him on the main roster. But I would have done them. If I was WWE and I got the elite, I'd have them on the main roster and do like an NWO like angle. Have them take down the biggest stars in WWE right away. I wouldn't have them go after the mid carders and then build themselves up. I would just have them go after 2017. I just have them go after Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, even fucking Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman. Heels and baby faces alike. I don't care. Heels and baby faces alike. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know Mega was offered. And Kenny Omega, I can tell you one thing. Kenny Omega, I don't think will ever go to WWE. I just don't see him because unless he wants to limit the schedule. But WWE would love to bring in the elite now. Like, Hangman Page has never been hotter he is now. Right now, the Young Bucks. The thing with the Young Bucks, the problem with the Young Bucks is not the Young Bucks specifically. It's how WWE treats this tag team division. Sure, them the Usos, New Day, sure, whatever. But it's the division. Adam Page would do fine. WWE would do fine. Just that his promos would be a little tailored back. Omega would be fine. The Young Bucks I would worry about in WWE just because of how the tag team division is. And both brands, SmackDown and Raw. Uh, 45-year-old it would end world hunger. Yes, it will end world hunger. Yes. Yes, that's going to end world hunger. Ricky Saints and Kenny Omega. Remember, Kenny Omega was in the WWE system. Ricky Saints. "45-year-old." If you look at the main event talent in WWE, they're like 35 and older, right? 35 and older. Punk is like almost 50. Rollins is about to reach 40. I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes is about to reach 40. Drew McIntyre is probably reaching 40. Sami Zayn's probably there. Kevin Owens is probably getting there. I know Seth Rollins is there. Yeah, a lot of people hated Bill DeMott. One T, I believe, Red. Just one T, I believe. But you pretty much got it right. Okay. That's why AJ Styles wants to leave, man. AJ Styles doesn't want to leave when he's past his prime. He wants to retire. AJ Styles wants to retire when he's still in his prime. He's doing the opposite of what athletes do. A lot of athletes retire when they're not as good as they once were in their prime, right? At their peak, right? They retire when they know they can't really do this. Even though they're past their prime, they can still be able to do some stuff, still do well, but not as well as in their peak at the prime. AJ Styles doesn't want to do that. You just take a look at some wrestlers that are in the 40s to 50s. Look at Chris Jericho. You could tell Chris Jericho obviously was way past his prime. His ring work showed it. Edge shows it a little bit. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Okay. The thing is, Red, I don't think it's going anywhere because this is a career-ending match. This is a career-ending match. This is not a WWE ending match. This is a career-ending match. What I mean by career-ending match, this is his wrestling career. His wrestling career. He should not pull Ric Flair. Okay. He should not pull Ric Flair. He should, okay. Well, that's not what it is. I mean, he says retirement, right? He says he's planning to retire. That's what he says. He says he's planning to retire. AJ Styles picked his final retirement. It's a retirement match. But the problem is here, yeah, if you lose this, the problem is here that him beating Gunther is bad. Well, yeah, no. So I think what it is a retirement match. If he loses, he has to retire. If he wins, his retirement tour still lives on to the end of 2026. That's what I believe. But the thing is, guys, Red, and if anybody's listening to this later on the replay, Gunther needs to win this match. Gunther needs to win this match. If Gunther loses this match, it makes him look weak, and all that him building, all that momentum he had of getting basically ending John Cena's career, is all gone. It makes Gunther all that, because Gunther's the most hated WWE wrestler right now for what he did to John Cena, all that. And you look at optics, if he loses this match to AJ Styles, it loses momentum, it loses everything. It loses everything. Gunther, it kind of buries Gunther. It really buries Gunther. Okay? I'm sorry, it buries Gunther. But the only way they could, if that yeah, maybe, yeah. Well, Ray. I think Ray. The thing with Ray, he's getting hurt a lot, right? Ray is getting hurt a lot. And I think Ray should tone down because he does wrestle almost every single week. But if Gunther does lose, the only way they can make Gunther keep being strong is have him win the Rumble. Have him win the Rumble. It's this. Him losing AJ Styles hurts everything Gunther's went through the past 1 or 2 months since John Cena's retirement. It really, really hurts Gunther. And Gunther won't be able to be taken seriously anymore as this major threat, as this ultra heel, as this the most despicable heel, right? The most hated heel, the number one heel in WWE. It wouldn't be good storytelling. That's just my opinion. I kind of agree with you, Red. I mean, I don't know how much left Rey Mysterio has in his legendary career because he does get hurt a lot. Because look, Rey Mysterio has been wrestling for like 30 years, maybe even almost 40 years. The thing about squash match, the thing about Rey Mysterio, luchadors, they start wrestling in their teens, right? They start wrestling in their teens, right? They're going to wrestle in their teens, like Ray has. So Ray's been wrestling for like since the 90s. Since the 90s, in his teens, and then when he became a mainstream star on ECW, WCW, he was in his like early 20s. This guy's been wrestling for like 30-something years, taking a toll on his body. And he's starting to become injury prone. Yeah, Ray has, literally the 90s, 2000, 2010s, 2020s. Yeah, literally, he has. Just like Edge. Edge has wrestled in 4 decades, right? The 90s, Jericho might have wrestled in 5 decades. He might have wrestled in the late 80s too, when he was just starting out. But Jericho, Edge, Ray, 4 decades. Okay? Not a lot of them left. Jeff Jarrett. There's a one there. Jeff Jarrett. Christian. But yeah, Ray is I don't know. I think it's and yeah, Jeff Jarrett's wrestled a lot. Ray is because Ray still looks really, really young. He still looks really, really young. He does. Ray still looks really, really young. Even though he's in his 40s. I mean, it's hard to believe that Ray is in his 40s. Like Rey Mysterio, you would think after Rey Mysterio wrestling in 4 decades, right? You would think he's older than, well, what is he? How old is he now? Older than 51 years old. Rey Mysterio, you would think Rey Mysterio wrestling for 4 decades older than 51. Right? But he's so damn young. So damn young. Jeff Jarrett? Yeah. Double J? I don't know. With Double Jeff Jarrett? Really? In the 70s? Well, Jeff Jarrett's 58 years old, man. No, I don't think Double J's first match is in the 70s, buddy. He was born in 1967. He might have his first match in the 80s, maybe, but I don't think he was having his first match in the 70s since he was born in 1967. He's old. Yo, but he's been wrestling. He wrestles in AEW. Being a 70-year-old man wrestling in AEW. Can you imagine this? A 70-year-old Jeff Jarrett slap. Coming down with the guitar, struggling, coming down with the guitar, struggling to hold the guitar, and a 70-year-old or something like that. I mean, almost almost. Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine Jeff Jarrett, who's 70 something, coming down the stage AEW, struggling on the guitar. He tries to hit some of the guitar, but he doesn't have that much strength like he used to. Doesn't have much power or strength in his when he used to with the guitar. He tries, when he back in the day he goes boom. This is him, old man Jeff Jarrett with the guitar. Ugh. Because he was the oldest TNA things. No, man. Funny thing is, he started TNA 2002? 2002, right? Right? 2002 TNA started running, right? 2002, right? So that was 23 years ago, right? 23 years ago. He was only 30, 35, 36 back then. Oh yeah, they were. Yeah. So he wasn't particularly that old when he started TNA. He was in the mid-30s. 24 years, right? About 24 years. So he was like 34 years old. Wasn't that old? Slap nuts. Yeah, he lined himself with Jay Lethal, and that other guy. I forgot his name. Who's that other guy that they did the Great Khali whip-off? The Great Khali whip-off. What's his name? Singh? Something Singh, right? The Great Khali whip-off? What happened to him? Is he gone? He got pulled in the county retirement tour. Yes, that's his name, Sandman Singh. The Great Khali whip-off. Is that his name? The Jeff Jarrett, JD throw it, yeah. Yeah, they bullied the county retirement. Yeah, they canceled him. They canceled his feud with they canceled the whole thing with MJF. They canceled the whole thing with MJF, right? Jeff Jarrett and MJF. They canceled the whole thing with MJF. Man, I remember that. I did like it. I did like the when he hit the guitar over Mole Man. Mole Man from the Fantastic Four movie. I like it when he hit the guitar over Mole Man. You remember that when he hit Paul Walter Hauser, Mole Man over the head with the guitar? Oh yeah, and he broke the Golden Globe Award. The Golden Globe Award is broken too. Oh my god. What if Paul Walter Hauser is the surprise in the World Rumble main event? World Rumble match. Can you imagine Mole Man? Mole Man is yeah, I know. Well, he's crazy. Walt Walter Hauser's crazy. You know he's gonna play Mick Foley. He admitted that he's gonna play Mick Foley in a biopic, right? He said he was gonna play Mick Foley in a biopic. But Paul Walter Hauser, that guy is nuts. Here, you know what he should do? He's gonna win. He's gonna be surprised. He's gonna win the World Rumble. Okay. Beat champion at win the title at WrestleMania, and he's going to the Avengers News premiere with the belt. Just watch. He's not. I don't think that character's gonna be in the movie, but I'm sure he'll be invited, right? Because they invite people that are not in the movie all the time. So maybe they'll invite him. He should have the belt at the Avengers Doomsday premiere. Oh, he could wrestle Robert Downey Jr. for the belt. It's a Chris Hemsworth Hulk Hogan movie. He said he could challenge Robert Downey Jr., Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie. He could challenge Chris Hemsworth. I would laugh. If that happens. But it's not gonna happen. He could be like he could be Doctor Doom. He'd be like, Doctor Doom, the Latveria screw shop. My God, the Latveria, he screwed him over. My God. Doom screwed Doom. All right. I mean, Mick Foley should go to. I guarantee you, Mick Foley back in the day, if he was younger, he probably would have signed. Yeah, Mick is counting his WWE deal, right? Yeah. But I think Mick definitely would at some point go to AEW if he was younger. I think he would. Mick Foley, not just that, man. Bunch of different matches. That's insane, crazy, insane matches that they do. Blood and Guts, Mayhem in the Arena, Texas Death Match, barbed wire matches. How? Even the fucking explosion matches they did back in the day with Kenny and Moxley. He would any kind of a lot of matches that AEW does. He would take. Him and Darby Allin? Who? Because like Mick Foley abuses his body, right? Mick Foley has been known to abuse his body, but he doesn't abuse his body like Darby Allin does. The only difference is between Mick Foley and Darby Allin is that Mick Foley's body could take the punishment a lot more Darby Allin, because Darby Allin is skinny. Mick Foley's like, his body might actually have saved him a little bit. Yeah, because I think in Hell in a Cell, if that was Darby Allin falling off the Hell in a Cell, I don't know if Darby Allin would ever be walking. But since it's Mick Foley, his fat, I think, saved his life. Darby Allin, I don't think Darby Allin would ever be walking if that was him falling off Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I know. And he does have a little bit of muscle, but he's still small. I mean, and here's the thing, Terry Funk. Can you measure Terry Funk in AEW? Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I was speaking of Royal Rumble stuff, right? Well, I had my predictions earlier in the day. Go check out the video if you want. Okay. Okay, but surprises who I think could show up in the Royal Rumble. Well, New Jack? Fuck. Yeah, New Jack would. New Jack would kill a guy on AEW TV, man. He would kill a guy. He would literally kill a guy on AEW TV. Like Warner Brothers, like, because Warner Brothers likes to get involved with AEW time to time, right? You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't hire this guy, you gotta fire this guy, If New Jack, oh my God, AEW would not be on TV. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the Royal Rumble surprises. Jericho. I'm gonna say no. To Jericho. I don't think Jericho is coming back until after WrestleMania. I don't think Jericho's going to come back after WrestleMania. I don't necessarily need him to come back for WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to come back after WrestleMania. That's what I think about Jericho. I don't think he's coming back after WrestleMania. Like, he could be one of those surprises that comes back on WrestleMania, the Raw after WrestleMania. Even though the Raws after WrestleMania haven't been as special as they once were, they kind of been watered down over the years. It used to be epic, most looking forward Raw show of the year. Not to me anymore. It hasn't been like that. It hasn't been like that for a few years. Even before Endeavor, TKO got hold of WWE. So I don't think Jericho's. So I'd probably see Jericho coming back after WrestleMania. Okay. Powerhouse Hobbs, if he has voice keys, no, I don't see him entering the Rumble too because I don't think that'd be the right way to debut Powerhouse Hobbs because while Powerhouse Hobbs is somewhat recognizable in some ways, it's just that what's the WWE audience going to think of him? Yes, the WWE audience has the hardcore wrestling fans, but also has the casuals. Okay, what would the casuals think of him? What was the pop would be for Powerhouse Hobbs? Like, he most likely would be in the Rumble, but I would not debut in the Royal Rumble. I would not debut in the Royal Rumble. I mean, I talked about Royce Keys on Sunday and what I think they should do. I think so. Here's my idea. Yeah, nobody in Saudi knows Hobbs exactly. I mean, like, the thing is, the difference between Jericho and Hobbs. People in Saudi know Jericho. Yeah, exactly, Red. That's a good point. That's a great point. The way I would debut Hobbs is not on the main roster. NXT next week has the ladder match, right? Who's to become next NXT champion after Obafemi vacated the title. And there's somebody in that match who Hobbs had a connection with in AEW, and that's Ricky Saints. I would have Ricky Saints become NXT champion with the help of Hobbs making his debut in NXT. Voice Keys NXT. The only reason I say that because I want WWE to see if they can do a better job of AEW fulfilling what I think Hobbs' potential to be. And that's not just his in-ring work. Maybe he can sharpen some skills, things like that. Because I don't hope he's not exposed in WWE, NXT like Jade Cargill is. I think WWE made a mistake with Jade Cargill thinking that she's more ready than she really is. That's on the AEW's fault. I hope it has the same thing with Hobbs. So send him to NXT. Slowly have him partner up with Ricky Saints, like a bodyguard, whatever, partner up with Ricky Saints. Have him develop mic skills in WWE, okay? Because in AEW, I don't know if they teach wrestlers mic skills or they learn on their own. But have them learn better mic skills. I'm not asking him to be a Cody Rhodes promo, a CM Punk promo, guys like that, okay? A Drew McIntyre promo. I'm just asking him to be a serviceable promo, guys like a cut serviceable promo. And then release that beast when he's ready. Oh, you think that? Yeah, you're right, Red. That's a good point. And this is storyline purposes, right? Because this is storyline purposes for Finn. Okay, so that's how I introduce Hobbs. Is next week on NXT. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want him to come off like a big muscle head, you know? Big, strong, powerful, but like a muscle head. Okay. So Hobbs, no. I got somebody else on here. Saraya, aka Paige. Now, because Paige, there's been a recent Instagram clip that Paige has been training in the ring, and she canceled, I don't know, a con appearance or something like that. But I think the reason why it's supposed to snow badly there, not here, wherever. The thing with Saraya, Paige, I think there's a strong possibility she comes back to WWE. The only thing with Saraya is, if she comes back, do you want her to be in the Royal Rumble with a bunch of women in it? first match in WWE, especially with the neck, her to be in because in AEW, whenever she wrestled, she didn't wrestle a lot in AEW. When she wrestled in AEW, it was very careful. They were very careful with her. And if you saw pre-neck injury Paige to neck issue Paige, it was night and day. Night and day. She was such a great wrestler before her neck problems. After that, she wasn't. She was too. She had to be very, very careful. She was a little limited. If you saw like her AEW work, they were very careful how to use Paige's matches, and her in-ring work. It was. I'm not gonna say it was bad, because I understand the reason why her in-ring work in AEW was limited. If you put her back in WWE, do you want it in a Royal Rumble with a bunch of women? What about some young women that are still NXT and still learning, like NXT women, like Last Legend, or people like in the cut like Tatum Paisley or maybe Lola Vice, stuff like that. It's like the Paige, I would be concerned having return in the Rumble, just because if I have a return in the Rumble, I would not do it when there's like more than 4 or 5 women in the match. I have it early on with established women in the ring. Like if Natty's in it, and Natty's in the ring at the same time as Paige, fine, because I know Natty will be safe, right? I know Natty would be safe. If it's Bayley would be safe. But I think you got to be careful with Saraya, okay? If you have to be in the Rumble, okay? Okay. I'll say this, and the reason why I put these 3 on, because they'll be the biggest surprises because of these rumors going around about them. I mean, like Tiffany Stratton's not. If Tiffany Stratton returns to Rumble, to me, it's not a surprise. It's Tiffany Stratton, like if she's been about a couple months. To me, it's not a major surprise. Bianca Belair. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca Belair comes back. I think it'd be a surprise if she doesn't return to Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair. Okay. LA Knight. I don't think LA Knight is gonna be a surprise at all. Oh, by the way, Bianca Belair was spotted in Saudi Arabia, so she was spotted at the event. So if she's in there, you can say she's there to promote the Royal Rumble. Yeah, but there's more to it than that. Just promoting, right? LA Knight's not winning, guarantee it. But what I think he'll do is make sure nobody in the Division wins, because the Division is the ones that took him out, put him on the shelf for like a month or 2, right? I agree with you there, Brad. Agree with you there. All right. Well, other surprise, Kevin Owens. I know there's some people saying Kevin Owens may come back. Yeah, I don't think Kevin Owens is. If he does come back at the Royal Rumble, that's a massive surprise. Massive surprise. But ain't gonna happen. Most likely not gonna happen. Okay. I know, and he's in a different company, Red. He's in a different company. I know he does. But like Kevin Owens, no. I don't think, I mean, based on what it's not, he didn't retire, but based on what he said, this is a long process, and there's no way he comes back in 9 or 10 months. No. I mean, it'd be great and epic, but I don't see it at all. I don't think so. Now, people are believing Seth Rollins is coming back because recently on, was it First Take? No. It's one of the ESPN. Was it First Take? Because I saw it. Yeah, I think it was First Take. First Take, where he was asked about the Royal Rumble, if it was gonna be, and he's like, hold on the brakes there, man. Unfortunately, this time I won't be coming back. This injury is not like the others. This is real. Blah blah blah. And now people, because I don't know if he's coming back either. I don't believe him. I don't think he's coming back. I mean, you think he's gonna come back? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Here's the thing. If he comes back, his WrestleMania match is versus a Vision. Versus Braun Breaker. Him versus Braun Breaker. If he comes back, don't have Braun and Seth win, but if he comes back, Seth and Braun should be the main event. Not main event, but should be one of the main matches of WrestleMania. Just because when it was Braun who turned on Seth, and it's Braun who's getting a major push out of the Vision, right? Right? But you know what's going to happen with the Vision later on, right? Because if you think about the Vision, since Logan Paul's in that group, you know that group eventually is going to implode because Logan Paul's ego is going to get out of hand. It's going to happen. But if Seth comes back to the Rumble, Seth and Braun should be one of the matches of WrestleMania. Because I do think Roman's going to win the main event, and he's going to challenge Punk at WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to challenge Cody. I don't think they're going to do the 3P here. I think they're going to challenge Booger. But I think it'll be Roman and Punk at WrestleMania, because I don't think they'll do the 3P of Cody. Oh yeah, do it. I want to see that. Show me. I gotta see that. I do gotta see it. That's what I believe. I believe if Seth does come back at the Rumble, him and Braun don't win it, but Seth and Braun at WrestleMania. And here's say this: if that does happen, Braun goes over Seth. That's where Seth makes Braun. Well, Punk helped, but that's where Seth makes Braun. It's a bigger start. His rise to the main event status. Braun as a future of this business. One of the pillars of WWE. You know, as AEW said, the pillars. Well, Braun Breaker will be one of the future pillars of WWE going forward, because WWE is going to eventually need, when the Punk runs out, when Styles runs out, when Cody Rhodes runs out, when Roman Reigns, who's taking a leave of absence every 2 months, they're going to need some star power that's younger, hungrier, and right. And I think Braun Breaker has it. I think Braun Breaker has that. Look, the thing about Braun Breaker, he's a lot like It's funny. He's his father and his uncle into one. He looks like his father. Right? Looks like his father, but he wrestles like his brother. And I think he's a combination of both. And you know what the funny thing is? He's more athletic than both of them combined. And he has he's both of them as a perfect package. That's what Braun. Oh, I gotta see this. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. He does look like he's having a booger. All right. Okay. So that's what I think about Braun there. Like I'm really highly on Braun. The thing that was holding us back, I believe was holding Braun back, was his promo ability, his promo talent. That's actually gotten better. It's actually gotten better. Shut up. That's funny too. That's funny, Red. I'm gonna. You know what? I gotta edit that picture. of ChatGPT. Okay. Not the military one, just the one you sent before that. Right? That's how much I'm high on Braun Breaker, man. Okay? Because I think he's got the whole package now. Once he got his promo skills intact, once he got his promo skills, once improved to a point where, yeah, because he had the talent there. And that spear, man, this spear he freaking does. Oh my God. It's one of the best spears ever. And I know the spear is one of the most over fucking used moves in wrestling right now. Like when Jey Uso uses spear, it just looks like no. Jey Uso, you're small. You should not be using the freaking spear as a finisher. You're small. Small wrestlers should not be using the spear. Just saying that. Jey Uso, okay? And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good as a small wrestler using a spear. And there's some other wrestlers that are not small that use a spear. But Charlotte Flair's spear is not good. It's not good either. But Braun Breaker's spear is Braun Breaker's spear. Oh my God. It might be the best spear in WWE. It might be the best spear in wrestling. It almost it's how Arizona's not technically called a spear, but he knows it's good that people don't know about because he's not as big as the other wrestlers I mentioned. Rhino. It's almost as good as Rhino's because Rhino's gore. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Let's see. But those are who else took a surprise? More than the women's. I mean, yeah, sure. NXT co-ops, some NXT talent be showing up. If I want to look at TNA, who can I see from TNA? Well, maybe is that Lei, whatever her name is, Isaiah Lee, the TNA champion, maybe makes kind of surprise appearance. Maybe her. And by the way, the women in Royal Rumble, they have to do the suit thing. They have to do the cover. They have to cover everything up. They're not letting them wear what they want. They still have to cover themselves up. So at the Royal Rumble, they're all going to be covered up. The women. Okay, they just cover up the men. Cover up the men too. Oh, Leon Slater, yeah, maybe. Yeah, because Red. I'm telling you right now, because I haven't said this on stream, but I said this on videos. WWE cannot wait till Leon Slater's contract's up with TNA because they want him so bad. There's how badly they want Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace? That's how bad they want Leon Slater. And I guarantee you there's already kind of like a verbal agreement between Leon Slater and WWE about Leon Slater joining WWE when his contract expires. They want him in WWE when his contract expires. They do. They want him badly. Badly. Because when WWE features TNA talent on their television a lot over and over, right? It means they want them badly. But Red, who should get? You know what AEW should get? Oh my God. Yeah, that's her name. Zara Lee, right? Yilei Lee. AEW should try to get? Because I think there's a good chance WWE could snatch him back up. Iconics. I think they should try to get Iconics inspiration. Both groups. Danny Luna? Yeah. Oh, I definitely think from NXT you're going to see Soluka. Because I know WWE is high on her, Soluka. She has her finishing move is one of the best in wrestling. The Soul Snatcher. Oh my God. But her and Zarya are going to face the Elegance brand next week for the TNA tag team titles. Yeah, you really do. You want to... Oh, God. No, you see why, Red? Oh, well, well, Peyton Royce's husband, right, is in NXT, right? Peyton Royce in Sean Spears, right? They have an Australia show in wow. But yeah, so Peyton Royce's husband is in NXT. Anyway. Killer Kelly. Well, other surprises. Maybe Trish Stratus? Maybe Trish Stratus? Lita? I'm going for some legends. I don't want Michelle McCool. Oh. You know what's really funny? I don't know what's up with her with Styles and AEW, but it would be funny if we see Britt Baker in the Royal Rumble. Britt Baker makes her WWE debut in the Royal Rumble. Oh my god. Can you imagine? I don't know what Britt Baker's status is AEW. After, yeah, legends, for sure. You always do, right? But I don't know. I mean, the Saudi audience probably doesn't know who Britt Baker is either. But I don't know what the hell is her Britt Baker's status with AEW. Like, I haven't read or heard anything on her status at AEW like forever. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is going on with Britt Baker? Okay, like, what the hell? You read? Maybe you know anything. Britt Baker. And I'm being. Oh. Why did she have a stroke? She's kind of young, and she's young, and I'm sure she takes care of herself. Like, how do you have a stroke that young? Is it from like concussions? Is this from the concussion she suffered or neck stuff? Is it because of that? Because that's the only reason why I think somebody, a young, healthy wrestler who's in good shape, who takes care of himself, the only reason I think they have a stroke is because probably concussions or neck stuff. I don't know. It's probably it. Who's right? Yeah, it's true. And Adam Cole may never wrestle again. Oh my god. But that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if Britt Baker entered the Rumble. The Rock. Oh my god, if The Rock entered the Rumble, well, that place is gonna go off the. That. If The Rock appears in Saudi Arabia as a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble, Saudi Arabia would probably be like. It would go woke. Yeah, oh, Hulk, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's not yeah, I don't think he's planning to retire. He's taking it time, you know, he's taking his time. Yeah. The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Rumble. Oh man. I mean, we know Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are in it because no, they want to surprise us. Now, if Roman Reigns is in it, is he going to be like on WTV to all the way to April? Because this guy literally is Brock Lesnar's schedule, right? This guy literally appears for like a month or two. He's like, okay, I'm going to take my break, my off, and then. Oh man, you know what I'd love to see if AJ Styles let's go to AEW? AJ Okada, AJ Omega. Oh. The elite get together, AJ Omega, Hangman, the Young Bucks. Oh man. And Jay White. Can I tell you something, Red? Guys, if you're listening to this, wasn't it so awkward to see Jay White celebrate Hiro um, Tanahashi's Hiroshima Tanahashi's retirement? We know all those AEW legends that came out. Okada beat him. Okada wasn't there, but Mega came out. Osprey came out. Naito came out. But also Jay White came out. I'm like, Jay White. I'm like, the thing about seeing Jay White, there's like, this guy has been a thorn in Tanahashi's side. Like, as leader of the Bullet Club. Like, it was just so weird to see Jay White giving Tanahashi his respects. Because, like, what Jay White and his version of Bullet Club was like. Yeah. Yeah. I know Jay White is a face now, but like it's like he's a great heel. Jay White. The thing is, what's sad about seeing Jay White as a face now is because we don't get to see much of him as a face because of his injury. But as a heel, oh my god! And the thing is, I personally think, I think Jay White made a mistake going to AEW. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think he'd be a major star in WWE. He reminds me of WWE's version of Triple H as a wrestler. I think. Yeah, I know, Red. I know. Because Tanahashi's a great guy. But I think Jay White would be. I think Jay White would be the main eventer in WWE, and I think it would be a despicable top heel in WWE. And I don't think he would have gone to NXT. I think it would have been the main. I think it would have been pushed to the. I think it would have been pushed as a top talent at WWE right away. Right away in WWE, he is. To me, he's the closest thing to Triple H was. And I know you can say about Triple H, he's always the guy that works with the top guy. It's true. It's true. But in terms of character, in terms of the way they work in the match, to me, that's Jay White and Triple H. I think Jay White would have been a huge star in WWE. Yeah, that's the thing. Good point, Red. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, we're gonna end this soon because I'm gonna watch TNA in about 10 minutes. But I love Jay White. Yeah, you're right. He would need to change his name. It can still. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You think so? I mean, look, Red. If Okada, the thing is, if Okada, Dave Finley, yeah, because does his father still work there? I mean, is his father still work at WWE, Dave Finley? Isn't WWE also getting Clark Connors too? Are they getting? Because I know them. Are they getting Clark Connors too? But it was Jay White. I mean, if WWE got Okada, I guarantee you WWE would not make Okada change his name. Just Okada, if he was a WWE, would have kept his name. Shinsuke kept his name, right? Right? Norgate. I know there's another person from the I know besides Dave Finley, it was rumored that besides Evil and Dave Finley, I know there's another wrestler from the defunct Bullet Club was supposedly going to go to WWE. Rumored to go to WWE. I know there was another one. Forgot. Who is Drilla Maloney in WWE? Who is he in WWE? Because I don't know who that is. Maybe Robbie Eagles? Robbie Eagles, I could go see. I can see Robbie Eagles go to AEW because Robbie isn't Robbie Eagles friends with Will Ospreay? Aren't they good buddies? Aren't they good buddies? Robbie and Will Ospreay. Because I know it wasn't Robbie in Bullet Club twice. Wasn't he like in a group twice? Because I haven't really paid in New Japan in years. I haven't really watched New Japan in years because it got really boring for me. It got really bad and boring for me. I mean, like all the major stars left: Okada, Jay White, Will Ospreay. Like the biggest star that stayed was like Tanahashi. I watched Wrestle Kingdom just for Tanahashi. Clark Connors is dating the And Clark has a match? Okay, he's probably going to go to AEW then. He's going to AEW. What happened? All right. Makes sense. Okay. But yeah, I haven't really watched. I'm not watching New Japan now. I went to Forbidden Kingdom in 2023, and I got to see Tanahashi wrestle. I got to see Okada wrestle. I got to see Naito wrestle. Will Ospreay, Omega wrestle. Sanada. I got to see the legends of New Japan back then. Who was he in NXT UK? Who was he in NXT UK? Did he have a different name in NXT UK? Because I watched NXT for the UK for a bit. Well, what's just his name in NXT UK? Because NXT UK they canceled Drilla. Okay. Okay. But yeah, all right, man. I think I'm gonna end it here. Good hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half. I'll be back Sunday. I'll be back. I'll be doing a stream Sunday. Okay, on Sunday stream, I'll be talking about a fallout of Royal Rumble. I'll talk about the where I could see the winners of the Royal Rumble going, whoever men's, women's. And other things among that will be related. So we're going to talk about all the Royal Rumble, probably like 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday. So once again, Sunday we'll talk about the fall of Royal Rumble and whatever news pops up, returning surprises, stuff like that. So basically, it's not a review show, okay? It's not a review show of the Royal Rumble. A review of the Royal Rumble will go up Saturday. And that's going to be a video. Okay? Okay? All right. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And Red, tell your friends. Tell Finbar to sub to this channel. Bye, guys. And Blinded. Bye, guys.
Too sweet. Sweet. 2.